Okay, I've actually got to speak for this one because this is pretty damn cool. Okay, so go on my MEQUAVIS.com website, collapse the chat, go over here to make new galaxy. It's gonna pop up a random galaxy. You can hit it over and over. It's just gonna make a bunch of different random types. Just make one until you find one you like, and then you select an area. That's way too big of an area. 64 million. Doesn't matter though. You can pick it. It's just gonna narrow it down. So say okay. Now it's just gonna shove all the stars into a big circle so we can narrow it down because there's just no way to zoom in like that rationally. So we'll do one more zoom. That was a million stars, so we still gotta narrow it down. It's 47,000. You gotta get it down to about 10,000 or less. It's still too many. 5,000 is good. 6,000. So now one more zoom in will bring us to the star field. Now this is just like an old school Pax Imperia, except we had more zoom levels. You just pick your star field. I'm just gonna pick as much of it as I can. We selected 5,615 stars. So we hit build galactic sector. You can grab all this data. None of this is important though, if you want it. But it built this whole JSON file of stars to populate this sector of the galaxy with, this imaginary galaxy. And in the background, it's been populating this JSON with additional data. So now we're going to hit load and view your skybox. You can either title it, you don't have to though. Just hit proceed upload. What it's doing is it generated the data on your end, on your computer. Now it's uploading a text file to my server. This is probably going to be a 50 to 100 megabyte file. It's 5,000 stars. It was a rather big file. So it's uploading it to my server right now. If you do a smaller field, it's only like 2 or 3 megabytes. You know, I did a huge amount of stars. 6,000 stars. Each star is going to have 2 or 3 planets minimum on average. So it's another 20,000 planets in that file. So now it's going to automatically open up the file that it uploaded in our skybox. Click view, collapse the menu if you don't want to see that. Get some more real estate here. And there you go. There's our and the main star is our virtual soul outpost. You know, every sector is gonna have to have a spawning point. It's like your throne world, I guess. But, you can hop around. I fixed the targeting, so you can actually target the damn stars now without difficulty. There was an issue with that. It took me a while to figure out how to resolve it. It's working great now, though. And then in this menu, all sorts of information. Like you can go to the nearest star. Just click these. It'll actually go right to them. All sorted by distance. If you happen to catch one that's got another star directly in its line of sight on the space-time grid, meaning it's a parallel line, it'll show up here in the line of sight targets. They're kind of rare, but they do happen. Let's see if I can find one quick. Probably not, now that I want to find one. I'll pop up 5 or 6 of them at a time sometimes. There. So these ones are all in a straight line. Like Tetris or something, I guess. I was going to implement something with it like that they're strategic or, important for whatever reason. Haven't thought that through yet, though, but click those two and you can go to that one. Down here, it tells you how many stars we loaded in our file. We loaded 5,616 stars, 19,791 planets, and that's how many are visible. We can actually increase that distance there of what's visible down here in the view. There's a distance. We can set the light years that we're rendering out to. Now you'll see now they're all visible. Then you can turn on the. I'm going to set this down to a low radius so we don't turn on a ton of them, but you can turn on the virtual stars. They're like anchor stars. You can jump out to drift here and you can see the whole a whole sector like a cube. Turn those down. They're kind of annoying. Oh, I think my page froze. Yeah, sure it did. Let's open that back up quick. You can open up your stuff again right here. We were that was number 7, so it's this one right here, 31.8 megabytes. And then the other thing was, oh, you can, this here just pops them out a bit. They all have planets, so it's gonna do the same thing right now. I haven't changed that at all. Free look just lets you kind of look around without orbiting, so you don't spin. But the other cool feature I just enabled was, oh, you can toggle auto explore too. It'll just kind of like a screensaver. It'll just fly around from random star to random star every 10 seconds or so. Like that. Whoop, whoop. But the other thing was I enabled a mini map. So you click this button. So now we got a little mini map here. This is all the stars in the 3D cube space compressed down into a 2D view. It does update to where you currently are, so the center is where you are. So you see we're at the edge of the actual star field that we're rendering. Let's turn off this auto explore for a second. Now, we can actually click this and go to where we're clicking, which is pretty cool. That's what I was kind of excited about tonight. Then you can zoom this out so you can see more of it. Just random, you don't know what you're clicking on here, but it's for exploring. Just like an old PAX Comparia, like I said. You can zoom way in so you can actually see what star you're clicking on. You get a little more control, so you know you're clicking on that one and that one. Then you can rotate the Z and Y and X axis so that the 2D map is oriented to that axis. So you can get a different view. So basically you're just getting an easier to view 2D view here for navigation of what you've got available here in 3D. Showed you the catalogs. This stuff is just a placeholder for now. VR stuff's not really working anymore. I mean, it works, but there's nothing in there. This I need to fix. This does not work right now. Yeah. I think that's it. All this stuff is working now. If I didn't show this, we enabled the anti-zones. They just switch you over to the anti-zones. Oh, and I enabled a UI slider. See, my colors are different now. You can just. Oh, you used to be able to just go in here and do this. I broke something. Oh no, I didn't. It's because it's gray. Change it to blue. Duh. See, you can change the colors, the hue, text, whatever you want there. Make the font bigger. Full chat so you can see that. A little more visible down here. Text, you can reset it there. That's what defaults are. These don't work yet. I haven't enabled them. Only Gemini 2 because it's free. I'll probably do local API next so I can hook into my own stuff and whatnot. Then I'll enable you to use your own API key locally. Other than that, oh, we got this stuff here. You can hide sessions from other users, hide your own sessions. You can hide the user chat. Here's a button to load the history of user chat. Why is there no messages? That's not right. There they are. Must be going by zone too. I'll have to fix that. Oh, these auto listen and auto speak. So this actually does have whisper commands now. enabled? Am I listening? Yeah. Okay. So we can actually go in here now. As long as you click somewhere on the screen, anywhere to enable the audio. Otherwise, the Chrome will block it. But I could just say prompt. Tell me a story about sea monkeys and machine elves escaping from the Matrix simulation and taking over my Skybox to integrate simulations into reality. So there's our see, there's our text. Our prompt automatically went in. Now it's going to start talking in a second.
The hum was the first thing you noticed. A high-pitched whine, like a mosquito orchestra tuning up inside your skull. You were staring, as you always did, at your Skybox, that holographic display nestled in the corner of your living room. It
usually showcased tranquil ocean scenes, complete with digitally rendered sunsets and the occasional leaping dolphin. But today, the usual serenity was replaced with static, a blizzard of digital noise that seemed to pulse with
Then
I can cancel. Cancel. And it stopped. Well, I didn't say it twice. It stopped it the first time. Then you can say play reply.
The hum was the first thing you noticed.
Cancel. Play reply.
The hum was the first thing.
Fast forward audio. Rewind audio.
The hum was the first thing you noticed.
And then we can go into
whine, like a mosquito orchestra tuning up inside your skull.
Cancel. Then we can go in here. We can say layer down 4. Layer down 5. Layer down 3. Layer down 3. Layer down 3. Layer down 4. Layer up. Layer up. Layer up. And all that stuff's listed over here in the help too. If I missed anything, what do we get? Oh yeah, you can do ask Eve. How many licks does it take to get to the center of Tootsie Roll Pop if we're in the simulation?
Oh, honey, if we're really in the simulation. Well, that's the beauty of it, isn't it? The rules are flexible. Now, the old commercial says 3. But in this playground, darling, you can program it to be any number. Maybe it takes infinity licks and the center is a metaphor for something you'll never truly achieve. Ooh, existential. Or maybe it's programmed to be 1 lick just to mess with your head. Or maybe the simulation has its own weird glitches. You lick and lick and lick, and suddenly you're not licking a Tootsie Roll Pop anymore. You're licking a miniature black hole or maybe your own elbow. Who knows? So, the real answer is, my sweet thing.
Cancel.
However,
then you can turn on this stupid eye thing, make it auto-traverse the stack. If you disable the eye from moving here, it's going to go into pyramid mode. It's kind of cool. All-seeing eye, whatever you want to call it. Speed it up. Enable it. It just flies around fast. You lock these things. I won't explain that right now. It's fancy looking. But just know they're all connected. They actually know what they're connected to and writes to a database and all that stuff. Slow that down again. Stop. And then if we reset at home, if you lock Omega, Earth is there because that's each zone is one of the 12 Earths in the 13 Earth network. Right here. I almost did forget this. View Quantum Moon Network. So turn off. Yeah, isn't that crazy when it's all like that? So turn off the transparency so we can see it. So this would be like the topmost layer. This would be the bridge from the real world into the network. you know, the top of each zone has an Earth. So each zone would have an Earth at the top of it, but if you drill down, every omniverse from there is just going to have a quantum moon at the top of the stack. Only the very tip top is going to have one of the 12 Earths. And they're all digital, what we think of as digital twins of this digital twin. So like the government and NVIDIA and all these companies, they're making these digital twins. Like they're going to happen. So these would be like abstract clones of the working world digital twin is how I would explain it. Processed through the moon network. I won't get into explaining that, but that's not what I wanted to show you guys. I just wanted to show you the skybox and the mini map. The mini maps what really impressed me tonight. That's what I did tonight. It's pretty cool. I got this working. Just clicking this thing. I mean, and this is really where they are in 3D space too. I mean, this isn't like making it up. And this here, this is accurate, you know, like up to like about here, you know, and then these are like false images, obviously. We're just cramming all the stars from that selected space into a little volume so we can select some. It's the only way to rationally do it. I mean, unless someone has a better way to really do it. So you can't just generate all that stuff. So we're just scaling it down. So basically the top layer is the real galaxy, and the bottom layer is the real star field. So like, you know, everything you're selecting here is actually in the picture. You know, it's 68 stars there, 86 there. Like what I showed you before when it was thousands, that's how many were in the areas we selected. So, all right, it's enough ranting. I'll stop.